Hi, I'm John with CodeVA, and this is a quick tutorial on creating a stages lock. It is a kind of puzzle where you have to give the microbit certain kinds of inputs in a specific order in order to get to the end. This is an example project for the microbit lockbox competition project thing. There's a link in the description. You can read all about it there. So let's get into it without any further ado. I've got my simulator up here, and I'm going to show you how to create this sort of stages lock where you have to give the correct inputs in the correct order in order to unlock the microbit. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up my stages, like the inputs I want the user to give. So we have button A, that'll be the first one, then button B, and then shake. I want the user to give these three inputs in this order, and if they do that correctly, then they'll get the check mark and get to unlock the microbit. The way I'm going to do this is by kind of keeping a score. If they do the correct input, then their score will go up. If they do the incorrect input, then their score will get reset back to the bottom. And that'll be the kind of the core of the idea. So to start this off, I'm going to create a start block and set a variable called stage to 1. This variable called stage is going to be the kind of like the score that I keep track of. It'll help me write the parts of the code that allow the microbit to check whether or not the user has given the correct input. So the user gives the correct input when they press A if they're on stage 1. If they're on stage 2 and they press A, then that's incorrect. So for this input A, I'm going to create an if statement. And there's two possible outcomes here. Either their score is going to go up, or their score is going to get reset. And in either case, I'll show the user the stage. Cool. A couple other niceties here. If they get it wrong, I'll give them an X. Cool. Now, the only thing that's left here is what to put in the relational expression. Now, if the user is on stage 1, that is, if the variable has a value of 1, then they press A, that's good. But if the stage is any other value and they press A, if they're further into the game and they press A, then that's incorrect, and we want them to get the X and to reset their score back. So my relational expression will use the variable called stage. We'll say if stage has a value of 1 and they press the A button, then we'll change it by 1. They will have succeeded. Otherwise, we'll give them the X. Now, the rest of our stages are going to follow this exact same pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and populate that real quick. The only thing that's going to change is the number stage that I want the computer to check. If they press the B button, they need to be on stage 2, otherwise they'll get reset. I need to show them the number as well. And for shake, I need the user to be on stage 3 in order for them to succeed. And on this last stage, we don't actually need to change it, but all we need to do is give them the success icon, and they're good to go. And I will show them the stage again. And this is all I need to make a program where the user has to press the specific inputs in the right order in order to get to the end and succeed. All right, I'll show you what I mean. So we'll start out. Actually, let's start with showing stage just to make sure everyone's on the right track. So at the very beginning of the program, we see what stage we're on. And if I shake, we get the X, because on shake, this statement is false. If I'm on stage 1 and I press A, however, stage goes up. If I press A again, the variable called stage is now 2, which means that we're going to get to the else part, and the stage is going to get reset. The only way for me to get all the way to the end is to press A when stage equals 1, press B when stage equals 2, and shake the microbit when stage equals 3. That's it. That is a combination lock that involves stages, having specific inputs in a specific order. If you have trouble with this, if you need help with troubleshooting, if you have questions or need clarification, please let us know. We would absolutely love to help. Otherwise, good luck and happy coding.